is up.
Ladies. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday evening. Happy hump day. Happy all of that. We have a lot to cover. There is quite a bit of foolishness and some not so foolish, but we want to comment on these internet streets. So before we go into that, we are going to make sure we go ahead and introduce ourselves in alphabetical order.
Yes, hello world. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is well. I hope everybody is good. My name is Garcia. Welcome to Not Your Typical Girl Talk. This is the show where we sit down and try to make sense of the foolishness on these deep, dark, evil internets.
Oh no.
But, we're always laughing, so it's a good time. Thank you to Radio Regent for allowing us the platform to present all of this to you. Listen to our replays every Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time through iHeartRadio. We'd love to see you there. Telly, what is up, girl?
I feel like I say to you every week, what is not up? Everything is just up, inside out, upside down. Girl, hey, y'all, hey, my name is Telly, and I'm here with my beautiful family, the Not Your Typical Girl Talk crew. We're just here being our natural, beautiful selves, letting this world know that there's some foolishness that needs to be taken care of. And with our help, we're going to help steer all of you into the right direction. We're going to try. It's not going to be easy, but we're going to try. We're going to try and direct like a man directing an airplane. We're going to try it. We're going to get some karate, kung fu going on. But we look weird at first. But it's going to end up making a whole heap of sense once the whole thing is over. Shira, girl, tell them who you are. Tell them.
I'm sorry, Garcia's face was killing me. That whole
right? She's trying.
Garcia has one of those faces that will have a smile on it, but it's shady at the same time. And I love it. I am Tashiva. They call me Shiva. I am the final female member of this amazing crew. Before we go into anything else, my partner in crime and in life is going to introduce himself.
Robbie 3 times. Happy Wednesday, everybody. What's going on? And thanks for the NBA season rolling around like that.
Okay, I don't know. I never know what he's going to say. So I almost on the edge of my seat like, oh, Lord. Oh. But it was just NBA, and there is a Suns game on after this, so I'm definitely going to be watching that. So, okay. Here is the thing to me. I love traveling. I love getting from one destination to the next. Mm-hmm. What I don't like about traveling is being in these tiny little seats beside people, because honestly, I have a desire for personal space. And yes, there are people who are like, you could go to business class or first class. Stop this, okay? Most people cannot afford business class or first class. And as someone who's taken business class, the seats are not that much bigger. It's just down instead of 3. Now, the internet is going crazy over this young woman who shared her discontentment about how she found herself wedged between 2 passengers on a plane. So, American Airlines passenger asked for reparations for being wedged between 2 obese people. Let me say, she did not ask for reparations. And Hollywood Unlocked, the people who write their headlines, she might ask for compensation, but she did not ask for reparations. That is very different. They have 2 very different meanings. So when they put this face of this white woman saying she asked for reparations, she did not. She asked for compensation. Very different. But let's see the picture, and then I'm going to read the article. So here, I'm sorry. I need a moment. Actually, so she says, I'm currently literally wedged between these 2 obese people on my flight. This is absolutely not acceptable or okay. If fat people want to be fat, fine, but it is something else entirely when I'm stuck between you with your arm rolls on my body for 3 hours. Before I read the article, what say you ladies?
Yeah. First of all, I too am one for comfort over everything. I don't like planes as it is, just simply for the fact that everything is tight. you know, even for a thin person, it's very hard to get by people, get down the aisle, to get to the washroom. Like, it's a whole thing. And, you know, speaking as a woman, I don't like having, I don't like having my bum in people's faces and crap when I'm trying to walk by. I don't like it. I get where this young lady is coming from. And listen, I think that, people that are bigger, there needs to be some sort of solution. Like, maybe they should get a business class seat. That could be an option. Maybe they could buy 2 seats and then they would be more comfortable themselves. Because even for a bigger person, are they okay with their flesh touching strangers? Like, I feel that both parties should be, kind of pissed off. But of course, I guess they don't care because it's the young woman that was stuck in the middle that cares. So I honestly think that, there needs to be something done. I know that they're filling these planes because of money, and you've already paid $1,500 for your seat, and now you got stranger flesh all over you. It's not ideal. Because think about it, even tall people, like Rob, you would know sitting on a plane is annoying when you're tall. I'm short, so I don't feel it. But speaking as a woman that has a bigger bum, it's annoying. However, when I do sit in a chair, I don't disrupt the other person's experience. I can put the I can put the armrest down. I'm not going to touch you.
I'm going to get to that, Carsey. I'm glad you mentioned that, because her follow-up tweet to this, because people tried to come at her, was, I don't care if this is mean. My entire body is currently being touched against my wishes. I can't even put the armrest down on either side because there's no effing room. I'm sick of acting like fatness to this extent is normal. Let me assure you, it is not.
She said what she said.
Activity until she got on that flight. It's just funny how sometimes it sounds good until you actually got to deal with it.
I don't like to be touched. I actually don't. I don't like strangers touching me in any way. When they had the 6 feet during COVID, I loved it because even in a grocery store, sometimes I actually do this and have my body so it's slanted so people can't actually. So I'll be standing in a line like this with my head this way because then you're not close to me, right? But when I'm turned like forward, then people tend to breathe down my neck, and I've always hated that. So for 3 hours, wedged in between people's flesh, touching me on both sides, and then sweat, and then no, I would ask for compensation too. I'm sorry. Like, people can call it pain, people can call it whatever. I don't know why my discomfort somehow should be overshadowed and trumped by their obesity. So their discomfort with her being uncomfortable is more important than the fact that she's like, honestly, I paid for this damn flight and now I'm completely uncomfortable. Not even just in discomfort, I'm actually uncomfortable. I can't put the armrest down and there's fat on both sides. Like, you guys, I don't know if the audience can see the pictures. This looks not nice. It doesn't look.
It's not.
But I don't know how far this is going to go, guys. I'm serious. Like, I would, for one, agree she should get her money back. But they're just going to say, okay, well, what about bratty kids that start, like, touching you and feel they can't sue the parent?
Yeah, but
what about someone that cuts the cheese on the plane? Like, unless it's toxic and you just drop down from, like, suffocation, you're not going to get back any money. So I feel for this young lady because I, too, do not want any sweat from anyone on my body. But the flip side, I don't see her getting, and if they give money to this woman, then everyone is going to stand up and say, okay, well, you know what? I sat between the masturbation guy. Remember that whole story?
Yes!
Dude, did she get money back? I highly doubt it.
Because she helped spread the word.
She helped spread the word with her camera. So, I mean, I don't want to forget that. But on the flip side, I just don't know if she's going to get anything out of it. I wish she would, but I don't know.
agree with you, Tully, because then it sets a precedent, right? And
Yeah.
then it's like, how far do they go with compensating people for inconvenience, right?
Yeah.
Like how many, because then they would have to put in all of these criteria only in the event of X, 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 X. And as we saw last week, when you can be sued for saying that you're Texas Pete and you're made in North Carolina, the U.S. is litigious, and so who knows? But I will tell you, I would be big mad. I wouldn't even I would have just asked the flight attendants to move me. Like, I'm sorry, this is completely uncomfortable. Either move me or move them, but somebody's got to move because I cannot.
I agree. 100%.
I can't. No, thank you. So there is that. Any more Robbie 3 times before your segment?
No, that was about it.
Okay.
Like you said, she should have said something as soon as she realized what was going on. But little white girl looks like 2 big black people. I don't know if those are male or female arms. You can't really tell these days. But
I don't even know if those are arms. I think that's back fat.
Oh God.
That's not arm. That's back fat. That's what did Carson say? Stranger flesh.
Stranger flesh.
Stranger flesh.
That is not. Anywho, like I'm I would have said something. I'd be like, flight attendants, I'm sorry.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would have said something.
I think it's a different thing if you say something right when you get on the plane, like Rob was saying,
no.
you know,
Exactly.
from the moment she went on and saw,
I'd be
she
like,
should
no,
have been.
flight attendant. No.
Can I
Yeah.
switch seats,
Yeah.
please?
That was a mistake. She sat there for the entire flight.
Yeah.
It's like going to a store and wearing a dress for 2 weeks and then you want to bring it back. Like they're gonna say, sorry, ma'am, you're stuck with it.
Right.
She should have said something in the beginning.
Agreed.
I'd have rather lock myself in the bathroom.
Right? I
I
agree with Robbie
and
1, 2,
being
3
wet
times.
and having stranger flesh on both sides. That's the thing I cannot stand when people put their armrests up. And honestly, if you have to put your armrest up for the entire flight, that should tell you don't fit into the seat. But anyways,
Girl.
Who's up? This next segment is called What in the Ghetto, okay? Because I am frugal. Rob will tell you. I do competitions in the house of kind of how much money I can save us from day to day and from month to month. I am all about the savings, but what I will not do is do ratchetness like the person in this next segment. Because ratchet ghetto is just not me. I'm going to play it, then I'm going to explain to the people on the radio what we're seeing.
And the best part of this man is, no one can stop me. Not even.
So, to read this, she snuck her own liquor in the club inside a backwood package. So people were saying, is that smart or not? Nah.
That's disgusting.
Nope.
It's not right. It was not right then. It's not right now. It will never be right. No.
There are so many things you can pre-drink. So here's the thing. Here's my thing. She had to take the alcohol from her home. She had to take that backwoods package, and I didn't even do that cigars, right? Right? So she had to empty that thing out. Did she have to rinse it out? Because I'm going to guess she didn't rinse it out. I'm guessing she maybe wiped it out with a piece of paper. Then she had to pour that into the backwoods thing. Then she had to seal it. Then she had to bring it in her purse and bring it to the club. Why couldn't she just drink it at home, girl? It's called pre-drinks. Like that's a lot of ghetto-ness.
I just feel
so much.
if you can't afford alcohol, you should just stay home and drink at home. Like I'm really trying to understand why this is happening. First of all, I don't know, maybe I'm old-fashioned, but usually when a woman that's dressed well, looks good, goes to a club, she actually has no issue getting someone to pay for her drinks.
At all.
That's what I've seen in my experience and friends and people around me. That's what I've seen. So that's the first thing. Second thing, why? Like, just what was the purpose of
What
this?
possessed her to do
Yeah,
this?
like, okay, you saved whatever. Like, you couldn't even buy one or 2 drinks. If you can't afford it, then you shouldn't even be putting
Then
on your
don't go.
clothes and going out to a club.
Stay home.
Stay home.
Well, you hit a word there. One would only assume that she's not highly attractive, because I just think a highly attractive woman is not like, we're just not doing. I'm not doing this.
No.
I'm not. This is a lot of effort when I can just go into the club and stand at the bar. Like, that's a lot less effort. Buy this literally. Usually by the time I've even gotten into the club, I've been promised about 5 different men buying me drinks before I've even stepped into the club. And I've had men actually look for me in the club to buy me a drink. I've had even been in sections and guys were like, I know you're in your section, but would you be interested in going with me to buy you a drink? I've had guys send us bottles. Like, I'm sorry, like, that is just a lot of work. And there's no woman, no way in hell that woman is attractive. Like, you cannot tell me she's
No.
Now, that reminds me of, remember that story we did with the poom poom juice that girls were putting on their neck, and this fat girl, so she put it on her neck, and she said that she claimed that this guy gave her a box of deodorant, and she was thinking it as like a great price. And we were all like, girl, you must be ugly. And she was. Remember that? This is the same thing. Just this time, instead of being poom poom juice, this time it's like actual booze, and she's clearly not that attractive if she has to sneak it in the back door package to bring it into the club. Yo.
probably 3 times because I just cannot, like.
I'm just wondering what liquor out of a backwood package tastes like.
Nasty.
That's gotta be
I don't want to know.
bite and
Nasty.
gnarliness to that.
Nasty. And again, this is where we say to the young lady, level up your money. Because if this is what you have to do to enjoy yourself, you need to be staying at home and creating some hustles, right? Like, you need to, there's no
100%.
Thank you.
100%.
Be real though, like outside of Miami and most places in America, like, all right, if I go to the strip club and I sit there all night and buy 1 beer and don't throw $1, don't do nothing, sooner or later someone is gonna be like, yo, why'd you even come? I think some of these ladies be in the clubs looking like, why did you even come? No one is talking.
So I guess you gotta be
Why are you here? What did you come out for? If you're sneaking liquor in a backwood pack,
but life is bad for you.
I would imagine you're in that. Why are you even here?
Life is bad for you.
Like, you just messing up the capacity right now.
Poor thing.
That's why I like Miami. That's really
True.
like clubs in Miami, because you just don't deal with riffraff.
Facts.
Right. And okay, you're doing this. What man, woman, or person would ever be like, wow, that person's so awesome. Let me just go over there and try to be all up in this person's
In the
life.
back door.
Not my friend. My friends would never.
I wonder what her voice sounds like drinking liquor out of backwood pack.
Very deep.
Very deep. Like cutthroat deep.
Oh dear.
As a person
Yeah.
know what backwood packages are, I have to ask you. So clearly I'm not going to the store asking for them. And I'm not smoking them. So no, listen, it's all bad. Ladies, don't do that. If you need to do that, it's telling you something. It's telling you, 1, you need to get your money up. 2, you're not attractive enough to be in the club. Honestly, the truth hurts. It sucks. And you probably also
Such is life.
Before wait for ladies' night.
Or 4, wait for ladies. But even ladies' night, they're not just buying you drinks.
They're still cheaper, right?
I don't know.
I think ladies get free drinks.
Really, I couldn't tell.
I think on ladies' night, ladies.
I don't think I've ever bought my own drink in a club. They're just.
Oh, no, I ain't been to a club.
No.
Buy my drink for what?
I'm not really.
What is the point?
Maybe New Year's. No, especially like no.
Rob is a grumpy old
Listen,
man.
I don't know. I mean,
Especially if I count how much stuff costs, I'm not really want to go.
Well, that's her. She shouldn't have been at the club because she was counting how much
Usually
alcohol.
when you're out,
That's
you
it.
just open
Wanna
the
spend
tab, you have a good time, you sign the receipt at the end of the night, and then the next day is when you be like, ah. But
Well, on past that one. Now, in this segment, we're calling bros before 304s. This text exchange has to be one of the best text exchanges we have read in a very long time on this show. Probably 3 times. It actually might make you laugh. It might. Here we go. So, these are 2 guys talking. They don't know each other. Okay. The first guy says, yo, bro. Next guy says, who is this? The guy says, this is Kellen's boyfriend. Oh, I, what's up? Listen, I'm going to just keep it real with you. I know she's been cheating on me with you, and you're her side man and all. And you know what, ? I'm fine with that. Because if she's happy, then I'm happy. ... Thing is, I'm messing with someone else right now, too. So I was going to ask you if you can chill with her on Sunday so I can take my other girl out. The man said, she, man, dead, the ghost emoji. That's a bet. Don't even worry about what time. So you've got the boyfriend and the side dude both coming together to work together against you. City boys up. 10,000.
All day long.
I have nothing.
I'm here for the partnership.
These are really-
I'm here for the partnership.
Yeah, I'm here for the peace,
Look how they just came together as one.
the maturity.
Right?
I mean, this is so civil.
This is very
And
simple.
I do feel that I wish people were more civil.
You guys
No,
get the
I'm-
good out of it. I mean, we know the whole,
No,
it sucks in a
nothing,
way.
no.
But on the flip side, it's like, yo, they're coming together to work out a situation. So they're problem solving. It's not the
At the end of
best
the day,
way, but
listen,
they are problem solving.
at the end of the day, she is getting what she wants, which is the side boy.
Side man.
And the boyfriend gets what he wants because
Side
he gets
girl.
the side chick.
So,
Everyone gets the outcome that they wished for.
That's a
get what
good
you wish for.
mindset, coach. That is a great way to put it. Everybody gets the outcome that they want in the situation. So you can't be mad at that.
You
Right?
really can.
Rob's saying that they're not city boys, though. So I want you to correct me. What makes them not city boys? What is a city boy?
There's just so much wrong about this. First off, like you wouldn't. Well, I actually I'm so far removed from how things move with this younger generation.
This should be a
I'm
fun
kinda
Messed
sad.
up.
I really don't know if this could actually be legitimate behavior, but to me it does kind of indicate that like these guys don't really value these women that they're talking about.
No crap.
None of them. It's
No
just
crap.
A rotation, like yo, I ain't trying to mess my rotation up. Can you take her off my hand Sunday? And
No crap.
he's like, yeah,
It's
let me
sad.
have some free time and
It's sad.
cool.
Yeah.
Don't worry. All right, man, I got you. G, stay out all night if you want to.
Yeah.
And I was being very sarcastic before for people that are like, what? Like I was being very sarcastic because it's funny.
It is
However,
funny, but it's sad.
it's true. In reality, sir, if you're not for this girl,
Just dump her.
dump her. Girl, you shouldn't be having a side boy. Set the man free so he can go be with the woman he wants to be with.
Everyone just
I
set
believe
everyone
people
free.
should break up rather than cheat on each other or figure it out. You know, have that conversation. That's very important. This is super funny only because these 2 guys, rather than fighting, you know, meeting up somewhere and being like, you know, going on all bad in the street, they're like, hey, let's come to a middle ground. I've got a side chick. You're the
He's
side
not-
boy.
His residence.
Oh yeah, he probably lives with her.
Do you
You're
think
right.
that would be the attitude of a man who paid all of the bills?
Yes,
and
he
took care of this
definitely lives with her. God, this is why you're here, babe. He definitely lives with her. He definitely
woman? He
lives
said,
with
if she
her.
happy, I'm happy, bro. That's what that means.
He
Like,
definitely lives
live
with
her by
her.
herself.
That is facts. No
Makes
man who's
sense.
paying the bills is sending that text. That dude lives with
Right.
her.
So he
Her
lives with
house.
her. She's paying the lease. Hey.
And that's the thing. That's why women cannot play the same game as men. Because if she thought he was cheating on her before, now that you found out that you're cheating, it is open season.
Oh no, definitely open season on cheating.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
But he's not trying to. What do you mean? Like, that's why he let her go. It's like, am I supposed to live?
Until he finds another woman who will let him move in.
Right.
His side, please.
Yeah. I mean, listen, again, this generation, it's a different thing. If this woman, rather than setting this man free, she's hanging on to him. He's staying because
He needs somewhere to live.
he needs somewhere to live. Like, there's a price to pay for all of this sort of foolishness.
Facts.
Yeah.
And we were going to leave it there. So we're going to head into our first segment of 3 minutes with Robbie. 3 times. You don't even take notes these days. I'm so impressed by you, babe. I'm just so impressed by you. So you know what? Do you know what we're starting with? Okay. See, you need to take notes.
Yeah.
The American Airlines lady in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
See, here's my thing. And she's a tiny white lady, obviously. I feel really bad for her. She tried to cover herself up, and she was just, man, that's a bad experience. But typical of people these days, you'll have smoke for the internet, but won't do anything, say anything. You just sat there, balled up for 3 hours in front of these 2 rather large people. And again, me, I'm not doing it. I'm standing up. Soon as, if I'm the last one, I'm like, yeah, ma'am, no. I'd actually be like, comp me, put me on the flight, something. This ain't happening, though. It's not going to happen. And it's literally unfair to anyone else on the plane to put them in that seat. But again, try to beef with the airlines and see what you get.
Facts.
Nothing.
Okay. To the ghetto.
The ghetto is backwoods. Like, hopefully it was like some banana or some honey backwoods or something like that. Not like Russian cream or nothing harsh like that. But yeah, I'm kind of a little intimidated by a woman who rolled it up backwards, much less pouring liquor in them and then using them like freaking Capri Suns. I wish she might have poke straw in that joint and sit there and is it like little bits of tobacco leaf in it? Yeah, and nah, that's just bad. Bad. That's something I expect in like a third world country or something like that.
And we don't do that in my third world country.
Right.
And I digress. Go on. To Bros Before 304.
Bros Before 304 is like, yeah, basically, that's what, or maybe these are city boys, like, these dudes is doing the most. See, if there was a guy paying all of the bills and really taking care of this woman, providing for her, that text would have been like, hey, bro, all the Kayla stuff is outside. I need you to come pick her up. She's yours now. She is your problem now. But
Facts upon facts.
it's like,
Show me the lie.
she's happy, I'm happy. You're like, yeah, man, I need it. What's today, the 19th? Like, yeah, you all right? Coming in about 10 days, 11 days, man. I'm like, he's thinking from that position. So it's like, and again, I'd rather be with my other girl. Probably got plans. They probably going to a show or something. They going to see 85 South or something like that, something nice. And he's like, can you come get Kayla and take her?
Not Kayla.
Not Kayla. Not her.
Kayla.
So,
Not
before
Kayla.
we get into the second half of the show, Garcia, please talk.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Not Your Typical Girl Talk. Just quickly resetting the room. This is Not Your Typical Girl Talk, where we talk about the foolishness upon these sometimes dirty,
Internets.
sometimes funny internets. What can I say other than we always have so much fun here every week. Wednesdays live here on Instagram at Not Your Typical Girl Talk handle. Check out our replays on Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio on Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Check us out there. We'd love to have you. Let's move on to the rest of the foolishness.
Yes.
I'm going to say this. I'm actually going to do a disclaimer. Men, we love and care about you. But This next segment, I'm sorry, this is utter and pure foolishness on Blue Ivy's internet, but men, we care about the things that you go through. This one though, I don't really know. So there's a gentleman who, oh, okay, I'm just gonna read it to you, and then I'll read the article. Okay. Man avoided sex with women after developing flu-like symptoms whenever he was having an orgasm. The 27-year-old man, identified as Mr. A, avoided having sex with women due to the flu-like symptoms he developed. In a report by Urology Case Reports, the young man would experience fever, coughing, sneezing, muscle aches, and concentration issues. His ailment is known as post-orgasmic illness syndrome, a form of sexual dysfunction in men. According to a doctor at Oakland University, William Beaumont School of Medicine, he said, just give me a second. He said that the illness is often misdiagnosed, leading several men to suffer. Currently, there are 60 cases of this post-orgasmic illness syndrome, and its exact cause is unknown. Oddity Central states symptoms begin after an infection or injury to the testicles. This leads to microscopic amounts of sperm leaking into the bloodstream, causing the immune system to respond.
Yo, that's just a clear foolishness. Okay, nothing goes so nothing. This scientist, they took a whole bunch of words and stuck them together to scare the. No, I'm not buying that. That's stupid. Okay, Mr. A. Okay.
Yeah. I need to see a diagram how that works.
Yeah, because I need pictures.
Right.
Yeah.
You just
I'm
see
gonna
that.
look it up.
The science isn't
Science
sciencing.
is not sciencing.
Okay,
No
like
sense.
even the cause.
What?
And you know what is happening and sperm entering the bloodstream. I'm like,
What?
come on.
They have
Scientist,
real
man.
articles on this. It's in rare diseases. It's honestly, they have real
It's a
articles.
rare disease because it's not real.
And why is it only 60 people?
Only 60 people. And they're all in the States?
I think it's world. Oh, hold on. Here's in the U.S., the disease is estimated to be fewer than 1,000. So those 60 may just be in the U.S.
Okay.
I'm sorry, man.
That doesn't even sound like no. That's something psychological. Viruses don't care.
Yeah, that's
Having sex, time to start acting up. Like that doesn't even. But I guess he says it's an autoimmune disease. But even more, it's like
what you explained that
create semen for the deed. It's always there.
Right.
So, like, what are we talking about, really?
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense. And I could see if it was something where it was like, okay, he has a headache or something, but to have a respiratory reaction.
Now you have pneumonia? Like, no, sir. No.
Microscopic amounts, how is it making him sick? A microscopic amount. I bet you could put a microscopic amount of ketchup in your bloodstream and it's not going to make you instantly, oh my God, I'm dizzy. I'm called. This is psychological. This is something like, maybe these guys are confused.
Yeah, something that writes another wash up.
Yeah.
No, they're lying.
There's some
And I'm
BS.
like,
Big old lie. They took a whole bunch of words, put them together, and hoping the public will be like, oh my God, it's still true. And it's not. No.
If the problem might be women.
I mean, it says that when he has sex with women, it was very specific.
Try to see if it goes away.
Well, we are done. Well, here's a comment that I thought was very hilarious. This commenter said, "The head wasn't worth the headache."
I'm over it. But ching. Yo, don't you just love those comments? I'm telling you, man, don't brighten anybody's day. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You know? That's smart.
Girl, that fool woozy. He was stumbling down the stairs, breathing, wheezing, and what?
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Somebody else said, "Just rub some Vicks on it."
Hey,
listen,
if it was a Jamaican grandma, she would be getting.
She'd pull out the bay rum.
She'd pull out the rum.
Bay rum.
With some
Remember
tea
bay rum?
and ginger and mix that up. And
You need some of that Jamaican washout. Just cleanse yourself, dude. Cleanse. Get all the toxins.
We really tried to take this seriously, but sir,
There's nothing serious about this.
I can't. I
There's
tried.
nothing serious about this.
Like, look, come on, some diseases are just gonna get made fun of. That's like if someone had excited flatulence or something like that. Like, I'm sorry, I gotta tease you about that. Like, play around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to sympathize when the actual
when the explanation is so
It's
stupid.
stupid.
It's stupid.
Oh,
Any sense?
If stomach produces a
get out of
here.
It's poor Tig Tig. Okay, Mr. A, we feel sorry for you, but just
Take
not
care,
that
Mr. A.
front of you. Because even Blue Ivy would have read this and said, "Mommy, what?"
Poor Blue Ivy would be scarred for life. Like,
Or just
hell
laughing
no.
like that.
Blue Ivy internet.
He is not about this.
This next segment, it's funny, this next segment got a lot of mixed commentary, and as someone who's currently planning a wedding, I'd be curious to know the man with whom I'm planning the wedding with, what he would say about our next story. Because I'm telling you, when I heard this story, I was extremely pissed off because I thought, the nerve. But again, Rob is a man, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this next story over here. He said, "Oh my God, oh my God."
So what would you do if one of your bridesmaids planned her wedding the same week as yours? I'm kind of in shock right now because I just got a group text from one of my bridesmaids who very recently got engaged that she is likely dropping out of my wedding because she's having her wedding the same week as mine. I'm pretty upset. I'm very upset, but I wonder how other folks would feel and what other folks would do. Does it make sense for me to feel how I feel? Let me know.
Yeah, it makes sense to feel like you feel like that's some hater mess right there. That's not really a friend. I guarantee you she's less attractive than the girl right there, and she is trying to steal her thunder, and she probably marrying some Pookie or something like that. Just came up with all of that off the top of my head, but there's no justification for that. You know what I mean? Like, because again, weddings get kind of planned in some distance. I would say even a fast wedding is 6 months out. So, yeah, that's some shadiness. And she dropped out of your wedding. She trying to mess your joint up and all of that. Like, and she trying to keep it like, yo, she's straight up competing with you, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would be so mad because here was the thing we talked about on the planning call, right? Generally, your bridesmaids know each other, right? All of my bridesmaids know each other. They're either my best friends or my sisters or my child. Like I've got 6 of them, and that's what it is. My child, my 2 sisters, and my 3 best friends. So if one of them out to go get married somewhere else, they're likely going to be inviting the same people who are also in my wedding or people who are going to be on my list, because generally families, same family, friends, generally similar group of people, the friends. So the whole thing, there is no other weekend ever. Like, is someone dying? Is that the weekend he must because like he's going off to war? Like, this is not 1942, so we know that's not the case. So what in the world would ever possess you to choose the same week? No, and again, people are not going to a wedding on Friday and then on Saturday. Like, most people are not doing it. The average person is buying an outfit for somebody's Friday wedding and then the same set of bridesmaids. The whole thing is wrong. Thanks, Faith, for understanding.
It is wrong. It's not right.
It's all wrong. I mean,
right.
First of all, the girl announces it in the bride
chat.
That's horrible.
It's like, why would you do that? First of all, you're embarrassing me publicly. You didn't even talk to me as to you even getting married anytime this season versus the same weekend. And I think too, as a friend, most friends would never want to tread on another person. Like, I used an example of being at someone's wedding and then taking the mic and saying, by the way, me and Josh, we are pregnant. Like, why would you do that to your friend on her wedding day? You would never announce your first child's birth. You would never announce that, hey, guess what? I'm getting married too, or I'm moving to a new country because I have a new job. Like, you're not going to use that wedding to announce that.
Yeah,
it's distasteful.
Unless you're looking to embarrass your friend.
That's just distasteful.
Yeah.
I would be livid.
She's not her friend.
That's not a friend. That's an enemy.
She's been jealous of her ever since they met, and now she finally found a way to
try and one-up her.
Yeah,
that's stupid. No.
Yeah, that's horrible.
And we even talked about it also on the planning call. The group chat isn't it, right? Like, this was an opportunity to contact your friend, take her for coffee, take her for drinks, take her for dinner, and say, I'd like to have a conversation. You know what? I got engaged. I want to let you know we're considering the same week as your wedding, and this is why. But you announce it in the group. Listen, maybe there's this. I will take a valid explanation. The man could be going off to jail. He could be terminally ill. Again, going off to war. Maybe his father has cancer. I don't know. But I'm going to take that sit down better than you put it in a group chat. Like, it's all bad. Like, you didn't care enough about you put it in a group chat. No, bitch.
What does it say about the guy? He's a punk too, cause like, wait, you dropping out of your girl wedding?
Oh no, you would be definitely mad at me. Yeah, you wouldn't be about it. Yeah, you would be
like, reconsidering the whole relationship. Oh my God, shit.
Yeah.
Like, who does that?
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel that being in a wedding party it's a sign of loyalty to your friend too. Like, when you say, yes, I will be a bridesmaid, or, yes, I will, be a groomsman, I'll be, I'll support my child in being your ring bearer, all of that sort of stuff. It's a big deal. And you dropping out because you're gonna go have a wedding on the same day, it's like, no, that's evil.
But that's stuff that I think is unique to women. Like, men do not do stuff like that. I was reading an article about a lady, so I guess she was mean to the girl in high school. But years later, they had been friends. She's really worked hard to try to atone, in her mind, and make up for the fact that I was, you know what to you in high school. So much to the fact that she trusted her and made her maid, was it a maid of honor? And then she gets up there and talks about how she used to be mean to her in high school.
Oh no.
To the effect that now that is she's answering questions about how she treated this girl in high school on her wedding day.
Absolutely.
That's some female stuff. Like, a man would never, because he
No.
If my groomsman did something like that to me,
no,
he'd expect a Draymond Green.
All of that.
He was silly.
All of that. All of it.
girl.
And if you don't know, go just do Draymond Green and Jordan Poole, and you'll see what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I agree. No, No. I would be big freaking mad. So thank you for agreeing with that, because there were men in the comment who were not getting it, and I'm like, it's more than just the wedding week. It is everything that goes into it.
You just don't do that. How's that your friend?
Right. And weddings are expensive for the guests and especially for the bridal party.
Yeah, and she's just putting people against each other because now the friends have to choose. Like, it's not going to end well. No. It's not. Abort the abort and run like hell. No.
I was gonna say something about that word abort, but I'm gonna leave it alone because we were definitely getting. But let me just say the next segment. I keep telling Rob, y'all need to stop making stupid people famous, because if this is not by far, I'm gonna read it, and I'm gonna tell me what you think this is trying. And this segment is called Idiot Gal. Okay, Idiot Gal. Okay, so hold on. Oops. This is Sukiana, who is a rapper, whatever. She's been on Love and Hip Hop Miami, all kinds of things, and she has something that she wants to say and tweet. She says, I couldn't be a surrogate mother unless your baby daddy finna be my man my whole pregnancy. Robert, tell me what she's trying to say here.
That shit confused Siri. It just capitalized the S and was like.
There's like,
yo, what's wrong with the school system in America, man?
So again, I couldn't be a surrogate mother unless your baby daddy finna be my man my whole pregnancy. And what was that $1 million word she was looking for?
Yo, she spelled surrogate so poor.
she basically spelt it like it's a like
a
Sarah
separate word.
Space. Yeah.
She spelled it as 3
mother
words. It's like, Sarah, go get your mother.
Yeah.
That's what she.
Sarah get.
She wrote. Sarah
mother.
Get mother.
That's what she wrote.
She wrote that
instead of just writing surrogate.
Just looking at how to spell surrogate.
Surrogate.
Get mother.
How are you pronouncing surrogate at that point?
Get.
Let me add.
Mother.
This is a woman who is a mother of 3. She has 3 children who she's responsible for guiding into this world, and she's also, unless they're no longer currently engaged, but on this season's of Love and Hip Hop Miami, she's currently engaged, and she has a fiance who also, I believe, has children that I'm assuming she'll be helping in some way to guide into the future. This is a woman who's got, I'm going to tell you how many followers she currently has on Instagram. So she's influential. I want to say she's definitely got way over 1 million followers on Instagram. Like much more than 1 million followers on Instagram. Sukiana.
But here's my thing though, and I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but growing up, I've always seen rappers as actual say what you will about maybe rappers today, but the rappers that I've always liked and sort of looked at as good musicians, they are actually quite bright. Like they're quite smart. Like when you name maybe the top 20 rappers, they're actually very smart, like bright.
Because they read.
I'm sorry. I am Tony Williams just wrote, and people wonder why I stick with African movies on Netflix. She's for the street.
So actually, that's smart.
Stick with Nollywood, sir. Stick with your Nollywood. Because this woman has 1.7 million followers on Instagram. She is, listen, performing all across the United States. And again, she's influencing 3 children she gave birth to. And her idea of spelling surrogate mother was
Sarah.
Sarah
Yeah.
get mother. And
Okay.
then Amber Rose tried to come to her defense and be like, oh,
Amber Rose would
spelling.
try to come to her defense, wouldn't she?
Yes, she would. And
Of
people
course
got in, Amber Rose got an earful when people are like, stop the nonsense, Amber. Stop it.
Doesn't she have a man to look for? She put up a
That
whole
part.
post. She should keep on looking for him.
Here's my thing too. Now, I know everyone went crazy. Remember that whole thing when Kim Kardashian said everyone should get up off their ass and go work?
Yes.
We made a big stink about that. Like a humongous stink.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yes, it came from the wrong messenger, but she wasn't wrong.
No.
You should get off.
You should get
like
ass and work.
figure out how you're gonna get your money. Yes, you should do that. Yet we have people on here spelling surrogate as surrogate mother. Space,
Why
space,
didn't she
space.
just Google it like everybody else? Like Google it.
And people are defending this?
Yes.
Like, what is happening?
Does she not have Grammarly?
What has happened? I bet you she has an iPhone 13. It's got spell check.
I'm going to put in surrogate mother and see what I put.
Why is no
I did it, and it brought up surrogate. I
dead?
put it in, and I was like, okay, I want to see it. It brings up surrogate. So I don't understand why she just figured, oh, Sarah, space, get, space, mother, space.
It does bring up. It does bring up.
It does. It brings up surrogate.
Why are we not addressing the fact that no one in their right mind would hire this person to be a surrogate? She's talking about something that will never happen.
I would never want to use her womb in anything that comes.
No.
I don't want to go near this woman's womb.
I want no parts of it.
No.
But several men
I feel
did.
for
and
children. Oh my god.
This is why I said on our watch, if men were more sexually disciplined, there would be less of this bull crap in the streets. I'm sorry. Like, this is the type of woman that a man she should speak and you would run. I wish if I could find on her Instagram where you hear her speak. I'm actually going to see on her Instagram if she's got something of her speaking. And trust me, the moment you hear her speak, like what Rob thinks the backward girl sounds like, it's what the shit sounds like.
Her spelling is so poor that it is overriding how dumb that message is on top of the fact.
Thank you.
It's
It's
just a dumb message, period.
You're
Yep.
a surrogate mother. Surrogate.
Surrogate
You're a
mother.
stand-in. You're a stand-in. That is it. You play no role in my life.
That's the
You're
whole
doing
point.
a
That's
job.
why. See, she doesn't even understand the definition of what surrogate means.
No.
People pay 5 figures
Yes,
for
they
a
do.
surrogate.
They do.
They are going to give you that $25K, not their man, dummy. Like that, and again, my Jesus Christ. Like, that whole purpose of that is 9 out of 10 times for women who can't carry their own children to term.
Facts.
Like, she just, like, that's why I don't understand, like, women and how, like, why wasn't that, how's that not offensive?
Highly.
Defend her and her inability to speak the English language.
I can only carry your baby if I'm gonna take your man from you.
And I am Tony Williams. She's 30 years old, so old enough to know better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you can't say nothing about Lizzo.
Let me also add something that I'm really mad about. This season, 50 decided to add Carisha to BMF, and she's gonna play a role on BMF, and I'm really upset about this.
Are you serious?
Yes, she's playing. Is it Darlene? Something. Don't care. I don't know if I'm gonna watch because the funny thing is he announced Monique and Carisha, and I was like, Monique is an actress. She's an actress.
Right.
Carisha can't speak the English language.
She wants to be the Black Oprah.
How's she gonna put on a Detroit accent? She can't speak. She can't speak wherever she's from. I don't even know where she's from. Young Miami, I guess. Young Miami. She can't even speak Miami.
Do you know what the stripper culture in Detroit is like?
Not like Miami.
No, but there's women that actually travel.
No,
to
she's
Detroit.
supposed to, but she's not paying. She's playing a role. She's not playing a stripper.
And this is a movie about drug dealers.
I get it.
Carisha. Like, this show is.
So she's gonna play herself. So Monique actually has to put in actual work to play a role, and they cast her to play herself. Just get her.
Whoa.
I don't know what role she played.
Monique is on the show because everybody else ain't messing with her.
Oh, there's that.
So like, let's not doing her a favor because 50 always putting people on. I mean, I'm not really mad at it. If he would have cast her as like, what was that movie about the ladies at NASA?
Deanna.
Hit numbers, like if he would have damn cast her in that or something like that, I'm like, oh come on, bro. She's supposed to be a NASA scientist. Like that is not remotely believable. But to believe that she's like a ratchet from Detroit, that is not a
Well, we don't know that. We're trying to see what no. Well, I'm upset. I don't know if I'm watching it with you because she played
I support 50 more than I boycott Young Miami.
She better be on for 30 seconds.
That's the thing. Like, do you think she's carrying any water on this show?
I don't think. I think they're literally
she's
just bringing her on.
I don't think she's gonna be an actual like recurring.
It's gonna be like what Lizzo did in that Hustler movie with.
I hope so.
Passed on
30 seconds.
Yeah, 50 Puffy got a kind of like love-hate relationship, so he might bring her on the show just to shoot her in the head or something like that. And get rid of her. Like 50 doesn't.
Yeah, I was trying to see. She's gonna play a character named Deanna Washington, and there were no further details about the role other than that.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm not gonna watch it. Because she's just, again, I cannot stand to hear her speak. So I hope they get her like a voice coach or something coach or something because she just sounds.
Fingers crossed, girl.
Something
Fingers
like
crossed.
over it, and I don't know where my remote met Robbie 3 times. Oh, it's under my leg. So we're going to go into our second section of 3 minutes, Robbie 3 times, where he's going to talk to us about the sex allergy man and the wedding party and the Sarah get mother. Are you ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Sure. First off, Mr. A, we don't believe you. We don't like. Good luck on getting a ribbon or a parade for this situation. I think this is very, 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 very way down the list on let's find the cure to whatever the hell this is. Like, nobody's worried about it at all. So, good luck, fellas that have that ailment. I really, like I said earlier, try and do see if something's different, and if not, maybe I'll believe you.
Actually, and next is our lady who's mad at her friend for.
Hell nah, like my heart kind of goes out to this young lady because that's a bad thing that her friend has done to her pretty much because she recently got engaged, she says. She's probably been planning this wedding. You've probably told her you were going to be in this wedding longer than you've been engaged. And in true Pick Misha type of energy, like maybe that's it. She's trying to marry him before he changes his mind.
You might be onto something.
Like, and if that means going to a friend's wedding to do it, then so be it. But yeah, this woman does not care about you at all. I don't know, like this is kind of one that, like that's why women don't really have friends like that, it seems like sometimes, because they do stuff like this. I hope they ain't like long-term friends, like been friends over years and nothing like this, but I don't know, man, like that's just bad. I would not be surprised if she went and told her future husband, like, we just dropping all in the 304s, and because it's even messed up for the other friends, because like you said, now they gotta like what they're gonna try to be in, and not only that, I think it would be kind of crude to plan one like within close proximity to a friend. You know what I mean?
The whole thing is bad. Hashtag.
Like,
that's what I
just went to Kayla's wedding.
Now in short, 30 seconds. Give me about surrogate mother.
Yeah, she should come. I'm like, there's no other way to slice the fact that she's probably from South Florida. The school systems are not great down there. And she's a product of Dade County. Like, you know, they proud of that type of ratchet stuff down there. Miami's not a real place.
And we're done. That was so quick. Thank you, Robbie. 3 times before we go. Kelly, you're going to talk to the people now.
Oh, thank you so much, everyone, for watching and for listening. We are the Not Your Typical Girl Talk crew. We are with you every Wednesday at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Right here, we go live every Wednesday. And don't forget to listen to all this episode as well as past episodes on Saturdays on iHeartRadio. Thank you so much, Radio Region, for giving us the platform. So all you gotta do is go on Radio Region. No, you're not. All you're gonna do, you're gonna go to iHeartRadio, search Radio Region, and on Radio Region's page, you're gonna find Not Your Typical Girl Talk. Click on it and watch all of our past award-winning content. You don't understand. That's okay. You're gonna listen and be like, oh my gosh, they need the Nobel Peace Prize. Why? Because we're out here saving lives. We are out here making sense of the foolishness on the internet. Listen, y'all, we got Carcia, I'm Telly, we got Queen Shiva, we got Robbie 1, 2, 3 times. We're all over social media. Find us with the same name, Not Your Typical Girl Talk. YouTube, Facebook, follow us right here. And until next time, bye!
Yeah, Nori stole that muscle. And like, I'm